Hi guys, Adam here. We're outside Wembley. Manchester United have lost 1-0 against Chelsea in a cup final 12 years after we did the same in 2007. Yeah. Sam, we were sat quite close to each other. We spoke to each other at half time.
Yeah.
Sum up your feelings, because he said it all there.
He's nailed it. Absolutely dreadful. Terrible setup. It's so difficult to comprehend everything that happened there. Like, Chelsea was so bad and have just won the FA Cup, and they were so bad, and somehow we were worse. Like Pogba, free header. Sanchez had a few half chances. Rashford had one that was well saved. We had better chances. We were more in the game, but we were still dreadful. And you look at the manager and you say, well, what have you done? Why did he leave it so late to make any changes when clearly nothing was happening? We had nothing around their goal at all. We had endless 1-2s around the corner flag. We had no passion until about the 60th minute when they actually started working for the ball, working for each other, moving around. But it was just so tame. And if you're going to bring that brand of football to Manchester United and expect the fans to swallow it and say, do you know what, it's not going to be fun, but we're going to be successful, it'll be 1-0s and it'll be boring and dull, make sure you get the results. And we didn't.
The Jones' mistake in that first half of the goal.
It's almost like if you'd asked a Man United fan 10 years ago whether or not those players were good enough.
Somebody wake up, man. Rashford. He's not the man. Runs into blind alleys constantly. Just wake up. What is it? I say it. Wake up, man. Not one of them, man, gives a damn on that pitch. Not one of that man gives a fucking damn, man. Marshall, Jesus Christ. They're all crap.
Jones.
Go on. 9 years old, he knows better than that.
He just needs to trap people down. It's about Pogba just passing the ball backwards every time United. Today was just the worst in a final like that.
Let's go score the boozer.
There are clear issues, and you say, well, it's going to be a big summer. Hopefully we can buy a decent centre-back that Mourinho trusts to play, like where was Bay or Lindelof. Like, we know Phil Jones is not the best footballer in the world. We've pointed out millions of times. Wasn't ideal, was it?
He just said they're on the piss here.
Well, he'll have a nice day.
Oh, man. Cheers, man. I'm here with Andy. We're outside Wembley. Manchester United have lost. We're not used to this feeling.
I just don't know what to say. First half, no organisation. Second half, huffed and puffed. You look to your manager to give some inspiration. What does he do? Nothing. There's nothing there. And I think now the summer's coming. He's at a crossroads with his career. I want him to stay out. I know he's the right man, but he's got to change his style. You know, the players are scared. They can't express themselves. They can't play. We can express when we want to. City, we were brilliant second half, but this team now, he needs quality players. It's good. We're in the Champions League, second place.
So, Andy, sorry, I never really cut anybody off during a fan camp, but have we not got quality to be playing better than what we are at the moment?
Yeah, we have got quality. You know it's there because we have got quality. But
like Sanchez, usually scores at Wembley. I know he had one disallowed today. Martial, Rashford, Lukaku, Lingard, Mata, Pogba. Like, if they were at this club, we'd be saying we need players like that.
I don't know what to say. We're all in shock, aren't we? We were favourites. It's a bit like the Sevilla game. It stinks.
Flat to the sea.
Flat, absolutely. You go into it thinking you're going to win it and you just come out. Then Mourinho comes out with his solid defensive show, football heritage. Well, it's a FA Cup final. It's heritage. It's trying to win a trophy. And where was it today? And I didn't see Mourinho at the end. He just walks off, doesn't he? I won't be surprised if he's at Heathrow or Gatwick tonight, straight to Portugal. He didn't even thank the fans at the end, and it's not nice. So he is at a crossroads with his career now, and he has to start delivering. I got offered a season ticket for next season. I'm so glad I turned it down. I'm being honest. I'm honestly being honest. I'm United through and through, like everybody, like you, mate, everybody. But questions need to be asked about Mourinho. That's it.
Cheers, man.
Everyone was getting each other's way. There was no width. Starting Rashford up front, he's not a striker. He isn't a striker. If he plays up front, you have to start Martial, so you have some sort of width in the attacking third. Sanchez, Pogba and Lingard getting each other's way. No matter how good they are, they cannot start as a free. Neither can Mata can start with them. You have to put Rashford on one side, Martial on the other, and go direct. And there was none of that.
Definitely none of that. Tell. Thanks for waiting. We've lost today. How does that leave you going into the summer? How do you feel about as a Man United?
Look, you have to be disappointed because Jose and everything that surrounds him It's about winning trophies, and we haven't done it today. We're up against a Chelsea team that's been dysfunctional all year, a Chelsea team that has been woeful in many, many games. You go back and watch them against City, you go back and watch them against Newcastle just a week ago. They were poor, and today we couldn't break them down. You know, we had the Pogba header as an example, but where were the chances? Where were the gilt-edged opportunities for Man United to get themselves back in the game? They weren't anywhere.
And there always seems to be a point in any cup final between any two teams where the losing team, they drop everything and they just throw the kitchen sink at it. We didn't.
No, we didn't, and it's frustrating because I'm behind Jose 110%, and I'm still not someone that's going to stand there and say Jose out. I'm not going to do that because I've seen this with Moyes and with LVG, buy lots of people, spend lots of money, and we keep going back to square one with a new manager. And I don't want us to do that. But when I look at Man United today, and I'm saying this as a Cockney Red, a boy that's born and bred down here, and I look at the amount of people that have travelled down from up north, I see the amount of people that spent a hell of a lot of money, because it's stupid money to come watch Man United play in the FA Cup final. That performance wasn't worthy. It wasn't worthy of it at all. And people should be angry. They should be frustrated. They should be angry with Jose Mourinho. They should be angry with the manager. And I said, if he was here now, I said right to his face. I wouldn't back out of it like we see with the Arsenal fan TV boys when they get in front of Arsene Wenger and like, oh, I love you, really. No, I tell him straight to his face. Today wasn't good enough for a Manchester United team, and that's taking nothing away from Chelsea, who were good defensively today. They really were. But when you consider how bad they've been against so many teams since January, today
Just lost 3-0 against Newcastle.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't good enough. You know, and it doesn't matter who you're talking about, whether it's Rashford, Lukaku, Anthony Martial, Jesse Lingard, all those boys, whether they started, whether they came on as substitutes, they weren't good enough today for Manchester United Football Club. And Jose needs to look at that. He needs to look at that sincerely and address that next season because we've been outdone this year by a Manchester City side in the league. In Europe, Liverpool, we know they've smashed it. Whether we want to fucking admit it or not, we know they've smashed it. We need to improve. We need to move forward. And we've got players that have got the capability of doing that. We know we have. But when you look at the way we play, when you look at the way we perform, there's something missing. There's something missing from the players, something missing from the manager.
Abdullah, sat next to you in there, you're absolutely fuming. United today, poor.
Dreadful, man. You know what, the worst part about that, Chelsea weren't even that good. It was just about Mourinho getting the team right. I was worried that he'd set up the team so narrow. Pogba was our widest player.
Flying high. We'll never die, we'll never die. Keep the red flag flying high.
We'll never die.
To be honest, if it was like people.
Go on, mate. You just there saying we'll never die. Totally hear that. We will never die, but you're not happy after that, are you?
No, not really, no, because I thought they were shit, to be honest with you. I can't swear on telly.
No, you can say what you want.
Can I? Yeah. Fuck Chelsea.
You know what, I said to you, he didn't even need to make that challenge. I know we lost the ball, made a mistake, but put a bit of pressure on Hazard and see what they can do. Stupidly goes down. He could have been sent off. Should have probably been sent off, actually. Overall, Chelsea weren't that good, and that's what frustrated me. Because all Mourinho
didn't have to work for it today, though.
All Mourinho had to do was set the team right today, and that's what hurt me. Because, you know, the players in the team were probably right. It's the layout. How was Pogba our widest player? Those are instructions when Sanchez and Jesse are coming into the middle and there's no one stretching the play. How's Pogba and Herrera? They looked our widest players in the first half. I thought the layout of the team was so dreadful. Substitutions. Sanchez was awful today. Honestly, he was awful. And I don't usually ask him to be hooked off the pitch because I always want to give a player a chance when he first joins a club. But there was no movement. He was right in front of us. We could see it right in front of us. The Sanchez from the past few weeks where he's tracking back, he wasn't even doing that. And then again, that could have been the layout because he was next to Rashford the whole time. And when Lukaku came on, same thing. When he hooked Lingard off, there was nothing, no energy in the middle. And then people complain about Paul Pogba, yeah? Paul Pogba was picking the ball up, spraying the ball out wide, looking for people to play with him. Don't talk to me about Paul Pogba. He was looking to play today, yeah? So people talking to me about Paul Pogba, he was looking to play today.
It's the team around.
There's Deadwood in that side. They need to leave. And you know what?
Half of them are on a pitch.
Listen, we've enjoyed loads of trips coming down here, the last 4 or 5. So obviously it doesn't hurt us as much as doesn't hurt us as much compared to the likes of Liverpool and so on and Arsenal when they lose these games because we've had so much success recently. But it's the way that happens.
Yes, lad. How are you doing after that?
I'm not feeling too great. Just performance was just shocking today. It was like I've seen this too many times. I was there when we lost 4-0 against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge last season.
Make sure Marshall stays. Make sure Tony stays. I beg ya.
We'll give him another 50 minutes.
That's Mrs. Marshall, yeah. She better. I'm sorry, Miss Marshall.
All right, yeah. I was just saying, for Marshall's message just interrupted, we just need to revamp the team because, as I was saying, I've been there so many times it's happened. 4-0 against Chelsea. I was there when we lost against... it's just, I don't know what to say now.
Well, how do we change things in the summer? What do you want to see in the summer?
Get rid of Ashley Young. Get rid of... And I'm not...
You mean like first team?
Yeah, I want him shot of the first team. I want a Valencia out of the first team as well. The guy, you see today, he's going up, bombing up, but what's he going to do? He's just going to pass it back. And Mourinho, I love the guy, but I don't know. And if next season doesn't go too well, I might have to make a little banner for Mourinho, you know?
Please don't. I'm here with the lads outside Wembley. You want to say something quickly?
Mourinho, it's now or never. We all want the league now. No more excuses. No more bitching. I don't have money. It's a conspiracy. I don't want to hear it no more. Next year is league or never. God bless you all.
With regards to what you just said there, what I think is that, City were in a better place at the time. And if we look at this season, they've invested more than we have. And, we're second. And I don't know, I still think this season's been a decent season. It's sad what's happened, but I think it's still been a good season.
This season's been so frustrating. It started off with a bang. We was playing such beautiful football, and then I feel once Sanchez came, it just changed, man. I like the system of Martial, Rashford on that left wing switching, and once Sanchez came, it just messed it up. But today's match was just very frustrating today, man.
We didn't really go for it, did we?
No, I think first half we didn't really go for it. I was saying to him when we were watching it that we should have been trying to get him behind more. Because we weren't. Rashford was playing really deep, and I don't know, it wasn't flowing right. We weren't getting him behind.
I was saying to him off camera that this gives me flashbacks to 2005, the FA Cup final.
No, someone else said that. You said that to me, innit? Yeah. The thing is, against Arsenal that day, we banged and banged and banged and banged and banged. We kept knocking that door, hit the post, hit everything. And we didn't do that today.
Yeah,
no, we didn't.
There was one chance we were talking about off camera, the Rashford chance. There was nothing else really. The Matic shot. I can't think of anything else. But to be fair, Chelsea did sit back so much.
Oh,
it was hard to create chances against that Chelsea team.
That was possibly the worst side.
People say United parked the bus.
Yeah, as I was saying, I think that was they were shit, man. We lost to Brighton, we lost to Newcastle, we lost to Huddersfield, and now we lost to Chelsea. 4 shit teams this season, man. It's poor.
Cheers, man, lads.
Yeah, man.